What's up YouTube? Fallout Freak here, and I'm back with another locations video. So we did a locations video to a Fallout New Vegas location, the last locations video. I think it may have been to Black Mountain, I'm not sure. But either way, we're going to be talking about Fallout 3 location, and that location is none other than Evergreen Mills. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about Evergreen Mills. Evergreen Mills is an old factory in the southwest quadrant of the Capital Wasteland in 2277, just east of Smith Casey's garage. It is inhabited by a large number of raiders, a few captive slaves, and one of the few super mutant behemoths. Deep in the mill is Smiling Jack, a merchant who will sell to the lone wanderer even if they have killed the other inhabitants. Layout. Exterior. Evergreen Mills features a large outdoor area that is nestled in a small valley. Other than by dropping down from the valley's ledges, it can only be reached by following a set of train tracks that enter the valley from the east. The exterior area consists of a slave pen with 3 to 4 slaves, an electrified cage containing a super mutant behemoth, and a series of metal shacks and train cars surrounding the factory by itself. In total, up to 16 raiders patrol the area and guard the rails leading into the camp. The area contains a number of traps, including frag mines near the northern entrance, with tripwires releasing grenade bouquets at the shack's periphery. Guardhouse. The guardhouse is a small shack in the northwestern part of the Evergreen Mills, reached by the walkway which crosses over the slave pen. Although it is uninhabited, one of the Evergreen Mills slave pen keys can be found here, as well as a decent amount of ammunition and a radaway in the small crate on the top shelf directly to the right of the door when the player character enters. Northern Shack. This shack is found just north of the factory building. It is home to a male and female raider. They run down from upstairs where a discarded set of raider armor can be found on the nightstand. The shack contains some minor loot. There is also a workbench in the back room with a bottle cap mine under it. Southern Shack. The Southern Shack, with a copy of U.S. Army 30 handy flamethrower recipes, is a single-floor, 2-room structure in the southern part of the valley and is home to a single raider armed with a flamer. A missile launcher can be found on the bed in the room adjacent to the entry area if the raider does not pick it up to use it. Evergreen Mills Foundry. The foundry is the interior of the large factory building guarded by 6 raiders. Upon entering, a door to the east leads to the Evergreen Mills Bazaar. On the ground level, there are 2 cabins occupied by enemies, one of which holds a safe, a gun cabinet, and a Nuka-Cola vending machine. A flight of stairs behind the entrance provides access to a few walkways and rooms. 2 rooms on the highest level contain safes. One of these rooms also contains other loot, chems and a fat man, and has a locked door that can be opened with the storage room key found in another room on the topmost level. There is an easy locked safe as well as 2 mine boxes and an ammunition box behind the bar on the lower level near the door to the bazaar. There is also a copy of Duck and Cover lying next to a dead body on the ledge above the broken terminal of the ground. To reach it, one must jump off the stairs to the ledge. Evergreen Mills Bazaar. The Evergreen Mills Bazaar is a cave complex with a bar and shop accessed through a hole in the floor. Apart from the non-hostile Smiling Jack, 10 heavily armed raiders with at least one carrying a missile launcher populate the area. Just inside the door leading from the foundry is a room with most of the floor collapsed. It is possible to climb down this hole and follow a tunnel to the main portion of the bazaar. Arranged around a central pillar are wooden platforms connected by a series of ramps. A passage in the northwest corridor of the central area, flanked by a pair of mannequins decorated with red lights, leads up to a raider brothel where the player character will be attacked by Madame. A few raider women are locked in cells. If released, these women will attack the player character. When first entering the bazaar, there is a small bar fight at the entrance with two fridges behind the counter. There is a small crate behind the left fridge containing a few pulse grenades. There is also a pulse grenade in the bucket on the second shelf to the left of the refrigerator. On the right-hand side of the cave is the shop of Smiling Jack, the only non-hostile raider in the area, which is in a small cave reached from the main portion of the bazaar. There is a workbench in the northwest alcove of his store. A small safe is built into the back of the counter under the workbench. Behind the workbench are some shelves containing some miscellaneous items and the bobblehead barter on the right. I think that might be the only bobblehead I don't have, actually. There is a hidden space behind the shelves on the right, where the player walks in, containing 2 ammunition boxes and some chems. To get there, just turn right and go between the 2 sets of shelves. Smiling Jack has a unique weapon, the terrible shotgun, in his possession, along with a key that unlocks his inventory container. So that is a little bit about what Evergreen Mills is about. Let me go ahead and turn my volume up and play a quote here. This is a quote by 3Dog, who you can also find in one of my character videos, so be sure to check that out. But let's listen to the quote. Here we go.
There have been more and more sightings of raiders over by Evergreen Mills. Smart money's on them having some kind of camp out that way.
I remember hearing that quote when playing Fallout 3. I love that over-the-air radio kind of voice that 3Dog has too. So if my internet keeps cooperating with me, I'm going to pull you up a picture of what Evergreen Mills looks like. Come on, and yay, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like I'm online. Let me go ahead and get back online and see if it's not even bringing up my router. So yeah, I will not go ahead and pull you up a picture of what Evergreen Mills looks like, but either way, that is Evergreen Mills in a nutshell. Hit me up in the comment section below. Please let me know what you thought about this video and what some of your favorite locations are in the Fallout 3 video game in the Capital Wasteland. But until my next locations video, you must always remember that war never changes.